Hi everyone, this is Manuele from Italy, but you know me better as Evil Dead Italia. This evening we are going to present you a very cool game by IconiQ Studios. This is a party game named Evil Dead to 1%. Is an officially licensed product, and the pre-order started today. Sorry, yesterday on GameFound. So, without any further ado, I'm going to invite here Luke from IconiQ Studio. Hello, Luke. How are you?
Hi, I'm very well, thank you. How are you? It's nice to be back.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm cool. It's cool having you again, in particular to present a very cool product and an exclusive from IconiQ Studio, for which you get an official licensing for Studio Canal. We are talking about this beauty. Oh, sorry, I'm going to move it in the center. Evil Dead 2 1%. That is, correct me if I'm wrong, substantially um, a tamed version of your original title 1%, right?
Yeah, yes,
Is that
exactly that.
correct?
So we've got an existing game, 1%, which was an original game, and then this is an Evil Dead 2 version of that. So it's all Evil Dead visuals and graphics and a few gameplay tweaks to make it a little bit more thematic.
Yeah. So the pre-order of this one started yesterday on GameFound.
Yeah,
GameFound is a very well-known platform for board gamers, and so it's a very cool way to launch this kind of product. So without any further ado, I would like to show you the presentation video, the trailer of this board game, and then we could drive through the GameFound page to explain how the pre-order works. Okay, so in a few moments, just a moment. Oh, sorry, I okay.
From Studio Canal and IconiQ Studios, Evil Dead 2 1%.
Groovy.
To win, you have to roll 0 on both dice. Sounds easy? The chance is 1%. Use cards to make a bid, taking turns to increase it until somebody calls. All players say if they agree with the call. Those who get it wrong are out, but nobody stays out for long. When one player remains, they have a choice. You can take pages from the cursed Necronomicon or roll the dice and try to win. The more pages you have, the greater your chances of winning. Evil Dead 2 1%. Pre-order yours now.
So here we are again. I really love the trailer. It's a great trailer. I mean, it's very cinematic. So kudos to your graphic or video team for doing this excellent presentation.
so
Very
that
Evil
was
Dead-ish.
that was a guy called Macistoni or Max. We call him. He basically single-handedly made the video. We gave him the script, and he put that whole thing together, and it's amazing. He did a really
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
job.
I really love it, as I absolutely love the the graphic style of the game. As you can see, those vibrant color on the box, but even on the art style of the card that we are going to see later during this episode of Evil Dead Italia podcast. But anyway, the very first important thing to show you all guys is how to make a pre-order of this game. So before starting, this is a pre-order, so there is an estimate date for the shipping of this.
Oh, so yes, estimate it should be with people around October this year. That's our goal, is for everybody to have it before Halloween, and that's worldwide.
Yeah, it's great. That's great. That's absolutely great. So here we are. I'm going to share the page here of the campaign. I'm going to put it on full screen so we can show it better. So you have to reach this page. I'm going to share the link in the chat thing, so you can in the comment section, so you can see, you everyone can see the link and click on it if you are interested in pre-ordering this. But I really suggest you to do this, to pre-order this product. Yeah, I'm posting it on all the channel. So here we are. So if you reach the game found page on the link I sent there, there is going to be the link of the video we already seen, a pre-order link, and besides that, a very quick explanation of all the rules of the game in a very simplified way, as you can see here. I'm going to scroll very slowly to show you the graphics, because it's very cool. Later I'm going to explain the game too with Luke, but at this very moment I would like just to point out the graphic and the content of the pre-order page, so you know what is that, you know the right one. And from here you can pre-order Evil Dead 1% for £15 plus. You can add this cool playing cards, and even the classic version of 1%. Okay, so if you reach this page, you can find all the information. It's very clear, and there are all the information you need to understand how the game works. And there are even some nice playthrough doing by, I suppose, board gamers that have channels on YouTube and explain how the game works. So here we are again. Oh, okay. No, wait. Okay, this one. Okay. So my first question about the game, before explaining a little bit to anyone here, is how it come out, the classic 1%. I mean, how long it takes designing a game like this one. This one, for everyone following us, is a party game. What is a party game? Is a very light game that is can be easily played from a very high number of players. In this case, from 2 to 6. But obviously, more you are close to 6, more the game is engaging, right? And
Yeah.
So how these kind of games come out? I mean, the original version.
So it was the initial idea happened very quickly. I was going to visit the rest of the IconiQ team, and we had just been working on a card game for They Live. And I spent quite a bit of time coming up with that, and we play tested a lot of that, and we hadn't tried anything new in a while, and I wanted to take them something completely original. So I started to think about various ideas and something fun and fast and sort of Uno-ish, but maybe a bit more to it. So I came up with this idea of 1%, and I got some blank cards and drew some stuff and tried designing it, and then so the initial concept didn't take particularly long. What does then take a while is testing and refining and making it better and making it smoother and then that was released, I think, last year, and that's done quite well. And then we did, when it came to doing Evil Dead, it was a question of, okay, what can we add mechanically that fits in with the theme of Evil Dead, but also improves the game or makes it more interesting for people who've already played 1%. So we added in some reward cards that tie, the game's played in 2 phases, and it ties the phases together a little more and shakes things up if you know the game. So yeah, it's been good fun.
That's great. That's great. And I suppose that's playtesting. This should be very fun because I mean it's a push your luck game, right? I mean you try to 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 guess the right number of some car. We are going to show very soon how this work and the content of the box. This one is a prototype box. Is not the actual one, right? That is for pre-order. There are some slight change. I don't know them in particular, but maybe Luke could be more
Yeah.
precise on it.
So this is a prototype. At the moment, we have this with a number of external gaming groups and playtesters. They are testing it and completing a survey for us about anything that didn't quite play properly or anything that wasn't clear in the rulebook. You flagged something in particular that wasn't quite clear in the rulebook, and we edited it a little bit to make sure that came across clear. So that's probably the main change that we do from a prototype, is just making sure that rulebook works for somebody playing this for the first time, because it's easy to sit and play a game with me when I'm teaching you because I know all the intricacies of it, but to actually take away the rulebook and read it and play it from that, we tend to learn a lot from that. But there are some other changes we're making as well. So we are improving the card stock a bit. So we've made the cards thicker so that they are easier to shuffle and easier to play with. We haven't actually talked about this yet, and this was only agreed a few hours ago. But we're going to, so on the box lid,
Yeah.
the inside at the moment is blank, as they tend to be in games. But what we found is that when everybody's playing this, they just roll the dice in the top of the box lid. So
Yeah.
we are going to turn this into a little bit of a dice mat. We're going to print something in here. I won't say what yet because we are still designing it just in case it changes, but we're going to put something from the movie in here, and you can then use that specifically as a dice mat.
And I have to say that you are right, because I mean I play with a lot of board game. I am a board game. Let's say for me it's a sad thing, but I am a collector. So collector, tends to hoard things,
Yeah.
and this is my doom. But yeah, it come to me natural when I open this box to use this box itself to launch the dice in here.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it come natural. It come
Yeah.
natural. So
We all do it, and it just hadn't occurred to us before to actually put something in there as the dice mat. And we were watching some people play it, and somebody said, "Oh, that's what I do," and then we all just kind of went, "Yeah, we do the same thing. Let's make that into something." So yeah, it should be good.
So let's give a look to the box. So the box I can show you front and back. Remember, this is a prototype, but it should be very similar to the final product in some extent. So this is the back of the box. I really I already said it to Luke, but I really love how much this box have a bright, vibrant color. I really like the color you choose. They are very peculiar, but they are very cool with this team, and they I mean, you nailed it. Okay. And you have this on the side. Sorry if I not very cool with the camera, but I have it reversed, so I'm doing everything upside down. Sorry for anyone following. It's not on focus completely, the camera, but however, so you have this box with vibrant color on it. Then you have a very quick rule booklet. It's not more than 6 pages, so it's very easy to learn this game. You learn it in, I don't know, 10 minutes if you I mean, if you are not used to play board game, but it's very easy to learn this game. Okay. And then you have a huge bunch of cards and 2 dices. So these are 10 face dices, right?
Yes.
And and so substantially why the game is called 1%, but correct me if I'm wrong, is that because if you roll these dice here, the percentage of of having two zeros in here is 1%, and
Yeah, exactly
having
that.
two zeros here is the winning condition, one of the winning condition indeed.
Yeah.
But we could be more clear later. So sorry if you want
No,
to say
it's exactly that. The idea of the game is roll two zeros, but the chance of doing that is 1%, which is why it's called 1%. And then as you play, you increase those chances.
so. As I said before, it's a push your luck game. What does this mean? Because you have a bunch of cards here, and these cards that are very cool. Oh, sorry. In color and I have to do on the contrary, both in color and in quality, because even if Luke said that the final board game will have more, let's say more, I don't remember the word you used for.
Slightly more substantial, slightly thicker
Yeah,
cards.
yes, like, but however, they are already very cool in this way. Substantially on the cards you have sorry, you have different symbols, the hand, you have the reindeer, you have the deer, sorry, the deer head.
Yeah,
You have the chainsaw, you have if I remember correctly, the Linda head.
yeah,
So you have a four you have a four Siemens. You have four. I don't remember the right word. You have four for the image. The four.
oh, the suits. Do you mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah, there's five. There's also boomsticks.
Ah, right, you're right. I have to find one. Here it is. Okay. You have find of those, and you have card with these symbols with from 1 to 5 on the number on the corner,
Mhm.
and every player have 3 of this card hidden, let's say this way, oh sorry, on his end. Okay, and you have to try to guess how many of this symbol are on the table. So the first player say, I don't know. In my opinion, there are 10 Linda's head, because you have two, and you suppose that the other one player have other 8. Okay, and in no, in a clockwise order, the next player have to say a number higher than that one, but not necessarily the same symbol.
Yeah,
This go forward until someone calls and told that there is no there in his opinion there are no more there are no more than those that's number of that symbol, and there is a sort of vote phase in which someone gets eliminated and someone go ahead in the game. Then, when only one player remains, there are other cards that are the reward cards, that are the ones with the Necronomicon on them. This one. Oh, sorry. Oh, I continue. We have so we have these necro pages that are very cool, because they really resemble the Necronomicon pages, even in graphical uh, graphics. And so you can get 3 of these cards, or roll the dices, or not more than 3 times, or you can do a mix, right? Okay,
yeah. You can do a mixture.
but
You can take two cards and roll once, or however you want.
yeah, exactly. But as we said before, if you roll the dice, the only way to win is doing a double zero. That is, as you can see, is almost impossible. And so the one thing you would like to do is getting these cards like this one that give you the opportunity to win even with a combination of the number you get on this card plus 0.
Yeah.
Okay, so substantially more you go ahead in the game, more the more easier is to win, but you have to be faster than the other players, and you have to be, I mean, more the players are, more is funny, because there are very nice and funny the dynamics on the table. So I really loved the experience of playing it. We were 5, so almost the number we needed, and it was a very fun experience. How long it takes play testing this? I mean, how many people usually are involved in the process?
So we do our own, obviously, play testing within Iconic ourselves. So we will sit and regularly get together and play and play and play and refine. And then when we're happy with it, that's when we then send it to various different groups. So we tend to get tends to work out we get about 30 to 40 surveys back. So we go through them, we look for common issues, and then we look to resolve those. Sometimes we'll go back to people and say, okay, we've made these slight tweaks. Could you test again? And they'll try again and report back as to how that works. So it's a long process, but it's the most important thing, because we want to make sure that when this is out there with people, that it plays as well as it can. 1% itself has been tested for a long, long time. So Evil Dead 1%, it's mainly about testing the new cards and testing the artwork and make sure everything's clear. But we're nearly there now. So,
and this is the first time you do a thematic version of 1%, right? I mean, you don't have any other.
No, this is the first alternate version of 1%, and it's the first time we've done a second version of any product that we've done before.
Yeah, that's it's a very cool game. I would like to show again the art on the cards, because they are very, very cool. So you have the deer.
So Elisa, the artist, she did an amazing job with this, because we gave them quite a complicated brief, in so much as this has to feel like Evil Dead. It's important that it captures Evil Dead 2, but it's also important that it captures the feel of 1%. And luckily, Evil Dead is such a fun. Evil Dead 2 is such a fun movie and such a fun license that there is flexibility to do that, and they managed to capture it really well.
You have to notice that the number of the corner of the card is the number of times the symbol is on the card itself. Obviously, we have the chainsaw. I continue to having issue in centering. However, you and the graphics did an astounding work. I really love how this come out. Is this the Necronomicon is the official art from the movie, or you're working?
Elisa recreated it. Yeah,
that's great. I really like this interpretation of the book. It's really fit well on the card back. There it is.
It's really nice there. Yeah.
We can see some of the, obviously on the arm of the flip side, some of the reward cards. The card. Oh, okay. No, it was okay. The reward cards here, the numbers. The numbers or other kind of let's say power. You can skip the vote. You can do something to your opponent. Play one extra card or other stuff like that. I really like the fact that this page seems the book page. They are really cool. I like the coloring. I like the let's say the weathering of of the pages themselves. And one thing I didn't talk about is the fact that the color of the dice resemble the Necronomicon page. I think that
Yeah, so they're a little bit Necronomicon. They're a little bit of like the Bone Dagger. They're a little bit like the cabin itself. It was sort of trying to capture a general feel of Evil Dead in the dice.
Yeah, we have some comments here. The first one is from a real horror show. He said that the dice or zeros in the war groovy in the box is a genius design.
We were so happy when we thought of that because we thought, can we make it look good? And Eliza ran with it, and yeah, they really made that spot on.
And then we have Benjamin telling that the art on this game is amazing, really fits the theme and feel of Evil Dead 2, and I fully agree with this.
Oh, thank you, Benjamin.
However, we talked about Evil Dead 1%, that, as we said, and we remember to you, is on pre-order on GameFound, and you can find the link on the bottom of this video in the comment section. Anyway, this is not the first licensed the Evil Dead 2 product that IconiQ Studios released recently. I would like to point out IconiQ Studios released even this very, very cool playing card deck that is already on Amazon UK and Amazon US, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, it's out in the UK and US. However, as part of this campaign, you can add this on with your Evil Dead 2 1%, and that will be delivered globally.
Yeah, that's great, because the last time we talked about it, I have some question about the fact how you can get this in Europe.
Yeah,
I just would like to show anyone how much these cards are cool. First of all, the texture of this card, they are very thick. They are very nice to the touch. Okay, that this is a very important aspect. Oh, I lost it. I lost the phone. Why it disappeared? It decided to disappear. It is my first time with a second cam, so I beg your pardon, anyone. So as you can see, we have different cards with the art from the movie, but in a very cool format. I'm showing you this very quickly. Even the standard cards have a Evil Dead Necronomicon, let's say, aspect. I have to say I don't want to use this card because I am afraid to ruin those. It's more a collector.
yes, yeah,
It's
that's
more a
nice.
collector item for my perspective, but I have friends that of how can I say that mm, I don't know what the word when you mix the cards. They use some techniques for which the cards should be destroyed in a
Yes, when they
in a
shuffle.
few
Yeah,
shuffle, right?
yeah.
Exactly. The word is shuffle. Yeah. So when they shuffle the card, they are going to destroy them. So I prefer
I
not
know
to.
people like that. Yeah, have to be very careful.
And not only this you did, but you did even two T-shirts, right? The two design of the shirt. You can find those. I'm going to share it. No, just a moment. Okay. So I'm going to check if everything is fine. Okay. So this is a IconiQ website. As you can see on the page, there is a recall to the campaign. But if you go on the section apparel on the top right, you can find the two different T-shirt design, even those officially licensed. There is the groovy design, and then the movie poster one. Oh, sorry, I did uh, too much zoom. However, they are very very cool design. Of the, I mean, those are custom arts. You use the some arts you got from the license, or how this t-shirt comes out.
Both of these are painted by a guy called Hugo. He made both of these t-shirts. So yeah, there are original artwork, obviously approved by the licensor and fully licensed. But yeah, he created original art for both of them.
Yeah, and those are all the digital designs. Do you know if I worked in the classic ways to generate those, or they are more
Um,
digital?
I think no, I'm probably going to say this wrong. I think he tends to sketch stuff out first, and then he digitally paints the final version of it. I
Yeah,
believe is how it works.
they are very cool. I mean,
He's
I love.
very, very talented.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They are very, very cool. And I have to say, getting the Bruce Campbell likeness is the harder thing, I suppose. I always see t-shirts, but even action figure with where the Bruce likeness is not so much close, but this is a very good match. I mean, with all the original material. Okay, here we are again. Okay. So I have another question. To be clear, there is a question for real or show, but it's a question even from me. Oh, can we expect more Evil Dead 2 products in the future from your company?
That's a good question. So we're not working on anything else Evil Dead 2 at the moment. But we've got, we've done t-shirts, we've done playing cards, we've done Evil Dead. Sorry, we've done 1%. It's a great license. It's a really fun property. So we'd definitely be open to it, but we haven't got anything at the moment in the pipeline. But yeah, who knows?
That's great.
I'd be happy to do anything with Evil Dead 2. So
Yeah, well, you did so well with with the cards, with the t-shirts, and with the 1% version. I have to say one very important thing of these products is that um, first of all, they are easy. I mean, they are affordable because they don't cost too much for the final user. And so, if you are a collector, this is a valuable thing because you can, you can get those without any suffering, let's say, or money drain. That is very important, even if they are licensed products. And another thing I really appreciate of this product is they are very pocketable. I mean, you can put on your bag, you can bring with yourself, and as in particular, this 1% is a party game, so you can enjoy with your friend, even if they don't know the Evil Dead. So it's a very easy game to explain, and it's a very funny way to spend your time with your friends in a very, let's say, relaxed setup, because sometimes board game, can be very stressful depending on the company with which you play. So I really appreciate these kind of games because are easy to to bring with you and explain, and sometimes you need to study a day before having a guest at home to play a game. So it's a really valuable thing. And I mean, the thematic stuff, the thematic part is the one that make us love this one even more.
yeah, it's the gameplay is what will keep you coming back again and again to 1%. Hopefully, you want it to keep something for a party game. You want something fast and fun that involves everyone around the table, and yeah, hopefully that's what we've achieved with this.
Yeah, and you nailed it. As I said, you nailed it with this one. So
Excellent.
okay, before leaving, you all, just a quick reminder, you can find IconiQ Studios on Facebook and on Instagram. Please like their page and follow their profile, because they post a lot of interesting content. And as we didn't mention it this time, maybe the previous one, but IconiQ work with a lot of properties. I mean, they did a huge number of products based on licenses. So they did action figure, they did statue. Can you remind us a little some of the properties you enjoyed more recently?
So for figures, we've done things like American Psycho, Street Fighter, Silent Hill, and then for board games, we've done a couple of games based on the John Carpenter movie They Live. We've just done Saw, the Jigsaw Trials, based on the Saw movie franchise. So that will be coming to retail later in the year. And we've got some exciting upcoming stuff as well that I can't mention yet, but we've got some good things on the way.
Wow. Yeah, there is that game you announced on the IconiQ page, right?
Stokerverse is the other one.
Yeah, I would like to show the image of that, because it's really cool. Just a moment. It's arriving. Here it is. Okay, just a moment. I'm going to share it. Can you see it? Okay.
Just loading now. Yeah, there we go. So this is Stokerverse. This is a card game that is based on the world of Bram Stoker, of Dracula and his sort of wider world around that. It's the first card game that has been endorsed by Stoker's family, and we've been working on this for a little while. It's one I'm quite excited to show more about as soon as we can. So we thought it was World Dracula Day on Sunday, so we wanted to share a little bit of the early artwork. And you can see we're going for a very gothic horror style, trying to keep it in line with Stoker's original vision of his characters. It's a game that you just play with cards. It's fast, it's fun, but there's a lot of strategy as well. But it's a very easy one to learn. Yeah, and as soon as I can show you more, I will do.
Okay. It's great. I suppose this is a completely new gameplay. I mean, it's not a themed version of another game you did. It's a completely new original concept, right?
Yeah, this is completely built around the Stokerverse concept. So It's completely new.
Okay, that's great. I mean, I love this graphic. Is the same artist which worked on 1% or another group of artists?
No, this is a different artist. This is a guy called Samuel Santos, and he's done a really good job at capturing this. We've got a whole bunch of monsters in there. There are some other monster hunters in there. There are some curses in there, and everything's got its own sort of visual style, but all tied together with this sort of gothic horror visuals.
That's great. That's great. And we have another question here, substantially related to the way in which the game will be distributed. A real horror show ask if this game will be stuffed at Traveling Man by any chance, or any other retail in the UK.
So at the moment in the UK, you can pick up our games on Amazon or Zatu. We are currently looking to expand that to other UK retailers at the moment. So I can't say anyone specifically because it's early at the moment, but I'm hoping there'll be more and more places you'll be able to pick these up, and that not just for the UK, but Europe and US and ideally everywhere eventually. That's the goal.
Are you working on any localization because the game is just in English at the moment, right? This one specifically.
Yeah. So for the original 1%, it is currently going through that localization process. So there is a French version that's about to be released. There's a number of other locations that are just doing localization. So localization is something very new to us. But the original 1% is teaching us a lot about how that works. So the hope is that many of our games, if not nearly all of them, will go through that process. It's slightly more complicated with licensed products, but
Just
it's worth it, and it's something we want to do. So um, yeah, whatever we can do localization wise, we will look to do it.
That's great. That's great. So, before leaving us, please go on the Evil Dead 2 1% game found page and do this pre-order this one because it's very it's a great and it's a great game and I mean you can support IconiQ Studios that are doing a very cool work with this product and with this licensed Evil Dead to products like this, but even like this one that I really love, the T-shirt I showed you before. So, I mean, mm,
There's also a
it,
special pre-order bonus as well. I don't know if you saw
ah,
on the page.
we can check it just a moment.
Yes. If you go to the pre-order section, this is only available if you pre-order from
It's
Game Dot.
it's arriving. Okay, so if you go, it's on the top.
There you go.
Just
That's
a
it.
moment.
Just where you
Okay.
were. If you on the left, if you look at why pre-order,
I'll pre-order. Why pre-order here?
yeah,
Okay.
it's this one. So you get in the standard game, you have. I don't know if I've got a hand card here. Let me check.
This one maybe is showing is showed
This one.
before. This one you have this one,
Yeah,
right?
that's the standard one. You'll get that as well, but you'll also get this alternative hand suit. So you can switch out the normal hand for this one that's only available through pre-order. So this is what we intended to do with the hand originally, but there are issues with releasing something like that at retail, something that's deemed offensive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we thought, okay, we don't want to lose this because it's such an iconic scene in the movie. We need to do something with it. So we thought, let's make this a special extra for anyone who pre-orders. Because so that's what we've done. So we'll give you the original hand suit and this one. And you can choose which to use when you play.
Okay, you have already a pre-order from
Oh,
Jedidia,
thank you very much. Oh, that's great.
and as soon we finish, I'm going to pre-order too, because this one is just a test copy, and but I would love to support the the wonderful job you are doing. So
Thank you very much. We are such big fans of the license, and it's been great to be able to work on it on something fun like this.
I'm continuing. Okay, that's fine. Even a real horror show is saying the same. We'll also
Thank you.
definitely be pre-ordering. Yeah, groovy.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
I fully agree with that. Okay, so remember IconiQ Studio on Facebook, on Instagram, and the Game Found page. If you scroll up in the comment section, you can see the link of the campaign itself. However, it's very easy. You can find it even from the IconiQ Studios website, where you can find even other very cool stuff. Okay, thank you everyone for joining this live stream, and wait for the next episodes that are I'm cooking on them. I'm cooking them. I have already two episodes ready, but I have to mount them, so I'm a little bit slow in that process. I prefer live for this reason because I'm very slow in preparing a video with cut and stuff like that. Okay, thank you very much, everyone, and have a good night or a good day, depending on where you are located. Luke, stay here. I have
Yeah.
one thing to ask you. Okay, Thank you very much, and goodbye.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks for having me. Thank you.